Yo, you see my hat, man. You see my hat, man. That shit Jamaica. Fuck wrong with you. What you want me to put it right? That shit say Jamaica, nigga. Get your body up, not your body up. Fuck wrong. We got the history of Jamaica, man. To be honest, Don's trying to find somewhere that's good as shit to live like America, but not America because America suck, because do your fucking homework. I done seen African places that look like America. Don Juan and the gang might be sliding to Africa, but I ain't gonna say too much. We never gonna let you know the next move though, man. You see my Jamaican jacket, you see my Jamaican hat. We in this joint. What you see my Jamaican shoes? Fuck you. Come on, bro.
Welcome to the land of wood and water, known to the Taino as Jamaica, or as the English like to call it, Jamaica. Jamaica means land of wood and water.
Right.
The Taino farmed cassava, fished, and invented hammocks. Jamaica is a Caribbean island nation located in the Greater Antilles and the third.
Haiti? I don't want litter. The Cayman Islands? I don't want litter because I know them niggas get kidnapped over there. I don't want no smoke with them niggas. So we gonna go ahead and slay in Jamaica. But Santiago de Cuba, that look a little like. See, I'm drawing.
Third largest island in the Caribbean, after Cuba and Hispaniola, just south of Cuba and west of Hispaniola. In 1494, Columbus claimed Jamaica for Spain, but the island had no gold. The Spanish shrugged and settled for enslaving people instead. Disease and violence wiped out most of the Taínos within a generation. Between 1509 to 1655, the Spanish brought Africans to replace the dying Taino population. Many escaped, forming maroon communities. From there, they raided plantations and built free villages in the mountains. Some early Africans in Spanish Jamaica may have been black Moors from.
Fuck wrong with them niggas. Ran off on the plug twice. Fuck wrong with them niggas. They tripping out. They ran off on them, made their own colony. It's hot playing, bro.
Spanish used cimarron to mean escaped enslaved Africans.
Whoa, maroon meat. Whoa. He called them niggas moron, like a moron. Oh my God. See, that's bad. Yo, them niggas been playing with us for too many years. Yo, they used to call us a moron for running off on them. The nigga just said they called us a moron, gang. That's crazy.
Runaway livestock.
They got hella fucking
in the
underlying
1600s.
messages
French
in their
speakers shortened cimarron to marron, same meaning, runaway, wild. Since France and Spain were both all over the Caribbean, the term spread. The English borrowed it as maroon. In 1655, the English invaded and kicked out the Spanish. They renamed the island Jamaica, meaning land of wood and water. The Maroons called it land where we keep embarrassing empires. Unlike some Caribbean islands renamed completely, like Hispaniola or Puerto Rico, Jamaica kept its original Taino name. After the English seized Jamaica in 1655, they turned Port Royal into the busiest port in the Caribbean and the wildest. Merchants, pirates, and privateers drank, gambled, and fought in the streets. It was called the wickedest city on earth. Then, in 1692, the earth itself had enough. A massive earthquake struck, turning solid ground into quicksand. In minutes, 2/3 of Port Royal sank into the ocean. Over 2,000 people vanished beneath the waves. Port Royal went from wickedest city on earth to the Caribbean's most exclusive underwater resort. Overnight, between 1600 to 1700, sugar became the island's gold. Plantations spread like wildfire, fueled by the brutal labor of enslaved Africans. But resistance was constant, poisoning.
Bro, you know how much sugar gotta be in that fucking thing to be the same weight as gold, gang? Who put that shit in there? And why my black brother in the field? Stop playing my black brother, nigga. We in Jamaica, nigga. They was not in the field in Jamaica, nigga. Stop playing with us.
Slowdowns and sabotage. The British planters and the members of the militia were becoming more aggressive towards the Maroons. Some of the rebel slaves disappeared into the mountains and joined the Maroon communities. The Maroons were communities of Africans who escaped slavery during the Spanish and later British rule. They set up free villages deep in the mountains and forests of Jamaica. Think of them as freedom fighters with the best natural fortress, steep hills, dense bush, and hidden trails only they knew. They weren't just hiding, they were raiding plantations, freeing other enslaved people and making life difficult for colonial authorities.
Can we get a name?
Basically, they were
Can we get a name of the goat?
slavery could be resisted.
Fuck everybody at that table!
The Maroon population grew. The Jamaican government decided to defeat the Maroons once and for all. They were seen as a constant threat by the government. In 1728 to 1739/40, the Maroon War begins.
Captain Cujo!
Led in the west by Cudjoe, and in the east by Queen Nani, fought Britain for over a decade. Guerrilla warfare from the hills left redcoats dizzy and mosquito-bitten. Britain thought they were fighting one another. Instead, they got a 2-for-1 deal. Cudjoe in the west with his treaties, and Queen Nani in the east with her ambushes. Talk about a buy-one-get-one nightmare. Cudjoe was more of the political military negotiator. His base was in Trelawney Town.
Y'all invading shit that y'all got nothing to do with. Y'all getting belt.
Queen Nani was legendary for her guerrilla tactics and spiritual aura. Both names became immortal, so sometimes they're mentioned as if they led the same side, but really they led two different halves of the same struggle. In the end, Britain signed peace treaties. Maroons got land, Britain got peace, sort of. In 1760, an Akan chief named Tacky led one of the largest Caribbean uprisings. Enslaved people seized plantations and fought for months before it was crushed. His name became Legend Tacky, leader of the rebellion, was originally from the Fante ethnic group in West Africa, and had been a paramount chief in Aguafo, in the central region of...
Look at that one nigga in the back right there, yo. Canberra 3.
Present-day Ghana. As king, Tacky recalled selling prisoners of war of his rivals of the Ashanti, Nzima and Ahanta off into slavery as spoils of war to British slave traders, before himself taken captive by the Dutch when a rival state and the Dutch defeated his army in battle.
Goofy ass nigga. You goofy ass nigga. You selling the fucking Reverend, bitch! What if Tacky really mean mismatch is a bad thing now? What if that's the reason for that being that? Y'all not gaming like this. Y'all not gaming like... Bro. Come on.
A free and independent state. In April 1760, Tacky and about 100 other enslaved men who all had extensive military training stormed a plantation, killed the overseers, and seized firearms.
Tacky might be the one. Tacky might be the one. That nigga that did too of them.
After several days of rebellion in St. Mary's, Tacky and his fighters retreated into the hills. The British, frustrated by their failure to crush the uprising, called in the Maroons, who by treaty 1739/1740 were obliged to fight against future rebellions.
Wait. Yo, them niggas really cooked this game. They really cooked this. Oh my god, they really cooked this. Y'all gotta fight your people if your people revolt against us, cause y'all beat us. Fuck is you talking about? No. We beat y'all. Get the fuck out the land, and nobody in the land that's black will fight you. It's that simple, dickhead. It's simple.
A Maroon marksman reportedly shot and killed Tacky. His head was cut off, placed on a pole, and displayed in Spanish Town as a warning. It was the British, not the Maroons, who cut off Tacky's head and stuck it on a pole. This was a common colonial practice to terrorize the enslaved population after rebellions. In Europe and the colonies, displaying severed heads or bodies was a way to terrorize the public. Example, in England, traitors' heads were stuck on London Bridge for centuries. In Jamaica, rebels' bodies were often displayed after execution, hanged, gibbeted, caged in irons, or heads placed on poles. The British used this tactic widely after slave uprisings to scare others from joining future revolts. After Tacky's death, the revolt didn't die.
Matter of fact, if you're not black, get the fuck out of my video, bro. Fuck around with y'all. It's too late now, bro. I want reparations. I want fuck!
Militia and Maroons who were forced by treaty to fight against them. By early 1761, the revolt was fully crushed after brutal reprisals. Between 1780 to 1786, Duddy Boukman, a key figure in the early stages of the Haitian Revolution, 1791, Boukman was originally enslaved in Jamaica during his youth before being sold to Saint-Domingue, now Haiti. It's highly likely he knew of the Jamaican rebellions, especially Tacky's, as it was recent history during his lifetime. These events would have been part of the oral history and revolutionary consciousness among enslaved Africans. They helped shape a legacy of resistance that Boukman drew upon in sparking the Haitian Revolution. In 1791, Duddy Boukman himself was a voodoo priest, started the Haitian Revolution, and this worried the British about slaves uprising in Jamaica.
What the fuck is going on?
Thumbnail! Were seen as a constant threat by the government. In 1795 to 1796, by this time tension grew again. The British accused the Trelawney Town Maroons in western Jamaica.
This nigga has brown hair and then a white rose. Stop making me mad.
Of breaking treaty terms. Small disputes spiraled into war, starting the Second Maroon War. The Maroons waged another campaign of ambushes and raids. The British brought in over 5,000 soldiers and even bloodhounds from Cuba. Despite this, the Maroons resisted fiercely. Despite fighting bravely, they were eventually forced to surrender. After months of stalemate, they agreed to surrender in December 1795 under the promise of pardon and return to their lands. The Maroons eventually negotiated, but the British betrayed them. The British decided they were too dangerous to keep in Jamaica. What
the fuck you mean too dangerous to be in Jamaica? Get out Jamaica, bitch! What the fuck are we talking about? Bro, move. What are we talking about, gang? The nigga just said we betrayed them because they was too dangerous to live in Jamaica. Bitch, why are you in Jamaica? That's the first fucking question, dumbass!
Maroons were tricked by the British in 1796.
I think you're the one that shouldn't be here, nigga. You don't mix with anybody else here.
Rounded up and deported.
You're the only.
Nova Scotia, Canada.
They sent them to Nova Scotia?
Broken promises and outright deception. The British thought, if we can't beat them, we'll ship them where it snows. That's like sending island warriors to shovel driveways in Canada. Talk about cruel and unusual punishment. Life there was harsh. Freezing winters, a nightmare for people from tropical mountains. Poor treatment and broken promises by the British. Within a few years, the Maroons were demanding relocation. They were misled into thinking it was a temporary exile or resettlement, not a permanent removal. In 1800, the British shipped the same group of Maroons from Nova Scotia to Sierra Leone, West Africa. There they joined the colony of formerly enslaved Africans from Britain and North America. Other Maroon groups remained in Jamaica, keeping their treaties. In 1831, Baptist Deacon Sam Sharp led 60,000 enslaved people in a Christmas strike turned rebellion. Sharp organized a peaceful general strike for better working conditions and wages. When the strike was ignored, it turned into full-scale rebellion. About 60,000 enslaved people joined, the largest uprising in Jamaica's history. Cane fields and plantations burned across the island. The British crushed it. Over 200 rebels were killed in battle and 300 plus executed afterward, including Sam Sharp. The rebellion shocked Britain. News of the scale and brutality helped push Parliament toward abolishing slavery in 1835.
So what are your big three emojis? I think the sparkles, the baby eye.
Freedom came in 1834, full emancipation in 1838. But wages were tiny, famines hit, and hurricanes wrecked crops. The chains were gone, but poverty and injustice remained.
It's okay.
In 1845, off the land, we're gonna be back.
We'll be back.
In the British Caribbean colonies, the plantation economy needed a new source of labor. Former enslaved Africans had gained their freedom and were no longer willing to work under the same oppressive conditions.
You don't have to.
The abolition left a massive labor vacuum, and there was a real concern that the sugar, coffee, and other plantation industries would collapse without sufficient workers. The British looked for a solution that could ensure cheap and reliable labor without the costs.
Why the fuck are these niggas the one that's looking for answers? Y'all don't run shit. Y'all not the, like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro?
Slavery,
this shit making me mad. That shit making me mad every time, bro. Because what are we talking about? It's a million black niggas.
The British chose India.
It's 7 white niggas. They're trying to figure out what to do with the million. Man, shut the fuck up.
Large, impoverished populations that could be mobilized for labor. Many Indians and Chinese saw the indenture system as a way to escape economic hardship. The British were able to tap into this large pool of potential workers who were often desperate for work. While Indians were often used in agricultural work, the British preferred to use Chinese laborers in other industries like mining, railroad construction, and urban labor. Despite early tensions, over the decades, relationships began to change. Some intermarriage occurred, especially between Chinese men and African women, as there were few Chinese women brought to the island. Many descendants of Indian, Chinese, and African heritage intermingled, creating new mixed-race communities. In 1865, preacher Paul Bogle and politician George William Gordon, a mixed-race politician sympathetic to the poor, led the Morant Bay Rebellion against injustice. In October 1865, a man was dragged into court in St. Thomas Parish on a petty land charge. To the people, it was not just one man's case, it was proof that the system was rigged against them. A Baptist deacon named Paul Bogle from the village of Stony Gut had had enough. He gathered his neighbors and said, "Justice does not live in the courthouse. Let us go there and bring it ourselves." On October 11th, Bogle led hundreds of men and women to the Morant Bay courthouse. Their march was not only for land, it was for dignity. When the militia opened fire on the crowd, killing several, the marchers turned fury into...
And this is like, yo, it be like, bro, the way people they got ideas. We're not gonna sit there and say their ideas are bad. They have ideas to help society. But y'all niggas are so fucking ruthless and racist, you're not gonna fucking work with nobody. You wanna do it just with the white folk. You see with the black folk, we got with the Asians, we got with the Indians, we straight made a whole bit. We was a whole community. They shot the bitch down! What are we talking about?
Flame.
That shit,
the courthouse was set ablaze, officials attacked, and the rebellion began. For days, the rebels controlled the parish. They struck at plantations and symbols of colonial rule. They had no cannons, no armies, just courage and cutlasses. But courage alone was no match for an empire. The British executed hundreds, including Bogle and Gordon. George William Gordon was also arrested illegally and executed. Brutal, but it lit the path towards self-rule. The governor thought Jamaicans would accept freedom without land or justice. Paul Bogle marched to remind him, freedom without fairness is just another dictation. In 1914, a skilled speaker, printer, and journalist named Marcus Garvey founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association. Early on, he noticed how deeply racism and colonialism shaped the lives of black people worldwide. His message? Black pride, self-reliance, and unity across the world. From Harlem to Kingston, his words carried like drumbeats across the diaspora. In 1929, Garvey founded the People's Political Party, the island's first. He demanded land reform, better wages, and schools, radical ideas in a colony built on inequality. Garvey's voice faded by the 1930s, but his message grew louder in the hands of others. Strikes, riots, and protests erupted across Jamaica. Out of the fire rose new leaders, Alexander Bustamante and Norman Manley, who carried the march toward independence. In the 1930s, labor unrest shook the island again. Out of strikes rose leaders, Bustamante, fiery and bold, Manley, calm and strategic. Together, they built unions and political parties, pushing Britain toward independence. Bustamante gave the speeches, Manley drew the blueprints. Britain realized they were outnumbered by brains and ballots. On August 6, 1962, Jamaica became the first country in the
niggas tried to fuck us over with the mind we wasn't ready. Then we started saying, alright, let's get ready. We got ready. They said, nah, we can't fuck with y'all. Y'all too smart now. Get the fuck out the land, bitch!
Jamaica's story is one of struggle, survival, and triumph. The Maroons kept their autonomy for centuries and still maintain unique communities in Jamaica today, like Moortown, Kampong, and Charlestown. The Maroons proved that enslaved and free Africans could outsmart and
all that hard
shit.
That shit was from 17. That shit was from 17 to 1960. That's 200 years of nonsense, real life death, pain, suffering, and them niggas got it. That's what we gotta go through. That's what we gotta go through. That's what America gotta go through. And I ain't going through it, so I'm going to Africa. I'm going to Africa. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Get the fuck on my bed. Fuck on my bed, nigga. If you white, fuck you.